President Biden just admitted that he did a horrible job at this debate. He did this at a rally, and he said a lot of other things, including continuing to insult former President Trump. I want you to take a look because there's so many interesting things on this, and then we're going to discuss.
News Nation's Kelly Meyer and Robert Sherman have been tracking the debate reaction and what voters are saying. Kelly, let's start with you. You are live at this rally. What is the key takeaway?
Yeah, Natasha, as soon as he walked out onto this stage, you could tell it was a very different President Joe Biden than we saw at the debate last night. He walked out looking refreshed, at ease. He didn't have a tie on, and he was really feeding off the energy of his crowd of supporters. Remember last night's audience? There was none at the debate there last night. He also had his teleprompter there today, and he took many shots at former President Donald Trump here today, emphasizing some of the same things he did in that debate last night, but doing so on this stage, cheered on by his supporters, and he addressed his debate performance directly, admitting that it wasn't his best debate, but vowing that he can do this job. Take a listen.
I don't walk as easy as I used to. I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't debate as well as I used to. But I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth. I know right from wrong. I know how to do this job. I know how to get things done. And I know, like millions of Americans know, when you get knocked down, you get back up.
So Biden admitting a bit there that he got knocked down and he's getting back up. And as we said, he took several jabs at former President Trump, reprising some of the same insults that he made last night during the debate, saying, I spent 90 minutes on stage debating a guy that has the moral of an alley cat. He also said and focused on the lies of former President Trump. He says Donald Trump is a one-man crime wave, followed by chants from the crowd of lock him up. And as folks that we talked to, supporters here in the room, we asked them about last night's performance at the debate from President Joe Biden. They say that they were discouraged and disappointed, but that it wouldn't change their vote. They say they are voting on substance, not on one debate, and they feel as though what's going around in Washington and other circles, that he won't be the nominee and he won't take on Trump in November. They don't believe that. They believe he will be the nominee and that he can beat Trump come this November. Natasha.
Okay, first of all, as he's saying, I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't move as smoothly as I used to. He is still stuttering. He is still giving word salad as he said it and then says, but I know one thing, I don't lie. I'm sorry. Both of them lied last night. Him more so than him, from what I could tell. This one, as we know, he comes from real estate marketing. He's going to exaggerate everything. It's huge. Everybody agrees, right? We know he does that. This one made some very big, blatant lies that have been debunked up one side and down the other. It feels like all he has with his campaign is to just attack Trump. That's all he's got. But he has a lot to answer for. He has a lot in terms of he has put us in poverty. This man has put so many of us at this point in poverty when it comes to inflation. Why have we had so many bills under this man and with the Democrats? And by the way, the Republicans have tried to push stuff through too. But I remember I covered stimulus, guys. I read through those bills. One of the reasons inflation is so high is because the billions we are spending on other countries. Why in the stimulus bills were they sending billions of foreign aid to places that don't help us? I'm all for helping people, but you can't keep allowing people into our boat when there are holes in it and it's sinking. That's just common sense 101. Then he goes on to just continue to insult Trump. You guys know it's bad in the debate when he had to tell him, calm down, let's not act like children, when it came to him going after him in this really weird way about his golf game and you need to be my golf caddy and carry the golf stuff. Like, it was just weird. And I know people would say, well, Trump's typically the bully. He doesn't need room to speak. But here's the thing. When he has been that kind of type of personality where he's so emboldened and he's so brash like that, and it can come across as bullying, it makes a bigger dent when somebody like Trump speaks up and then calls him out on that behavior. Because most people aren't going to be looking at him as any moral authority on how to necessarily behave with people. Honestly, I thought Trump's team was brilliant. Trump's team said, you stay within the rules and give him enough rope so he does himself in. And that's exactly what he did. He pretty much just let Biden showcase what was going on. But Biden just keeps making these jabs at him of things he's doing, if not doing even worse. Now, I will say to his credit, at least the man or someone around him or his team had enough self-awareness to tell him, you did terribly. And he somewhat addressed it. And I'm glad that he did. That gives some self-awareness that he's aware his performance was bad. And he's like, but we don't give up. There's a difference between giving up and knowing when to let something go. You have to have the discernment of knowing when to throw in the towel, when the time isn't right on something. And my concern, it will continue to be for this man as he's trying to prove that he's cognitively fit to do this while he's having cognitive issues as he's proving them. Who is getting this man medical help? He needs help. He needs medical help. That's not an insult. Look at him and listen to him. It's just a fact. You don't have to like Trump to be able to say and have the compassion to go, he needs some good help. And I am disgusted. I'm disgusted with his team. I'm disgusted with his family. They're parading around a sick man out there. And for what? For BS ideals that are putting the country in a worse position. And it just scares and concerns me. And more than anything, let's actually focus on this man. I'm concerned for him. And I'm scared for him. And I hope he's got enough good people, I don't think he does, to step up and somebody help him, because I'm afraid we're looking at a medically kidnapped Britney Spears situation, and I'm the only one who's actually saying it, not because I think that people are so focused on the political side, we're not focused on the humanitarian side. So I don't know. So many Democrats are calling for him to just step down. And he's admitted, my performance wasn't good, but I'm going to keep going. Do you think that anybody is going to make him stop? Do you think his team is going to pull him aside? Apparently the rumor is Obama and several people, political figures, have been around him telling him, hey, it's time to step aside, but he won't. When do we have the right people come in to help him? I don't know. What do you guys think about this? What do you think about the fact that he admitted that his performance was bad? What do you think about everything he is saying? Tell me your thoughts on this, guys. Sound off in the comments and click the plus sign. Go ahead and follow me. I've got more coming, and I want to break down all this for you.